Andrew, and welcome to the Neon Knitter. So in this is going to be kind of a different video from what I normally film. And I've already filmed an intro for this video, but I'm filming a new one. And you will get to see the one I already filmed. But basically, this is going to be kind of a different video. I'm going to take you guys along with me yarn shopping. So I went yarn shopping earlier today. I went to Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, Joann's, and Michael's. And I only originally intended to go to Hobby Lobby and Joann's. But then Dollar Tree and Michael's kind of worked their way into my day. And I didn't mention that in my intro because I filmed my intro before I left. Well, actually I filmed my intro as I was walking to the bus stop. But anyways, yeah, so I went to Dollar Tree because I happened to be in the same strip mall, same little mall area as Hobby Lobby. And then my friend decided he wanted to go to Barnes & Noble's with me. And Barnes & Noble's happens to be in the same mall as Michael's. So I was like, okay, well, hope you don't mind if I pop over to Michael's then real quick. He's like, yeah, no problem. So yeah, I went over to Michael's, and when I was filming my footage at Michael's, I think I accidentally took a photo instead of starting a video, and I didn't realize till I had gotten through a whole yarn section. I went to stop it and realized, oh, I just took another photo. Whoops. So I actually refilmed the entire yarn section, and then I went out into the mall and filmed the outside of the store. And I went in through the mall entrance, but there is also a parking lot entrance. But yeah, that was the mall entrance that I went in, because I went in a different door into the mall. Yeah, so that is what I did today. So yeah, went yarn shopping, and this is just a little preemptive me practicing filming in yarn shops, because I have coming up in a few weeks the Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop, and I may or may not be able to get to all 12 stores, but I'm going to try. I'm not taking the bus to that. I have someone who agreed to drive me around. Otherwise I won't make it to all the stores, and the bus doesn't go to all of them because some of the stores are out in the suburbs, and yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, I might have the potential of filming in 15 yarn shops, because I have 3 other yarn shops for another thing coming up for my trip. So yeah, well, I should probably stop blathering on, because right after I stop the camera, you're going to see the intro I recorded earlier, which goes over some of the same stuff. So yeah, so I guess I will be back later to show you what I got at Hobby Lobby, because there's one particular skein I went to Hobby Lobby for, because I went to Hobby Lobby before meeting my friend. One particular skein I went to Hobby Lobby for, and then Joann's, Michael's, and Dollar Tree I didn't buy anything. I just went to look at yarn. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so here is my past self from this morning when I was headed to Hobby Lobby. Hi, I'm Andrew, and welcome to the Neon Knitter. So today I'm going to do kind of a different video from what I normally do, and I'm going to take you along. I'm headed to Hobby Lobby today to go check out the yarn clearance, and there's a potential that I might also go to Joann's as well. So I have been watching Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet, as well as Ginger at the Yarn Geek, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but Kim, yeah, her name's Kim, at Affordably Crafty. I've been watching their videos, and they've been putting up videos about Hobby Lobby yarn clearance. And Hobby Lobby currently has this skein of yarn I want. So I'm only intending to buy the one skein at Hobby Lobby today. And then, I'm not planning on buying anything at Joann's, but I just want to go look at their new hand-dyed yarn that people have said they have. And Joann's website seems to indicate my local store has it. So yeah. And I happen to be meeting my friend at the mall to hang out with him today, and it's right next to Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby before I hang out with him. And then I'm going to Joann's potentially when I'm with him. He won't be in the video at all, but I might go to Hobby Lobby or not Hobby Lobby, Joann's while he's with, because it's right next to another store he wants to go to. And yeah, the skein I want to get at Hobby Lobby is the Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed in the color Wabi Sabi. And I'll show it to you when I get there, assuming they have it. If not, I'll put a picture of it on the screen. Yeah, I'm currently walking to the bus stop because, as you guys know, I take the bus to get places. So, yeah, I'm walking to the bus stop right now. And, yeah. So, what I'm wearing, this is the No Mistakes Only Variations cowl by Jen Geigley. You guys know I like zebra print things. My jacket's zebra print. So, yeah. No Mistakes Only Variations cowl by Jen Geigley. Made it using Cascade Spontaneous in the colors the pattern calls for. And then the hat is from Toft. It's a kit I bought at Stephen B. Sorry, I'm at a intersection here. I'm just checking for cars. Bear with me here. There's a lot of potholes in this intersection. The hat is from Toft, and there's a video I put out right after I did my Shawlography 2021 Mr. Knit-Along series entitled Stephen B. Yarn Haul, and in that video I show off some yarn I got at Stephen B. And one of the things I bought that day was a kit for the zebra hat. So go check that video out if you want to know more about it. I didn't think to show it off in my podcast, even though I did knit it after I started my first episode. I just didn't think to show it off. Then it's got a zebra pom-pom on top. That pom-pom I found at Mercari. It was used. It was a pom-pom keychain. The person only put it on a bag one time, I think, and then they decided they didn't need it. And so I removed the keychain components and then put it on my hat. So, yeah. So it's using Toft DK in the... So the hat's using Toft DK in the cream color and the charcoal color. But yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. Also, underneath my jacket, I'm wearing my Drangy sweater. So, yeah, which is a pattern by Stephen West. So, I will catch back up with you guys when I get to Hobby Lobby. But I'm just at the crosswalk here, and then my bus stop is just across the street, so yeah. And this is just my attempts to practice filming at a yarn store, because I have an event coming up in a couple weeks where I might get to film in a few yarn stores. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm just practicing, and also then I can practice for when I do yarn festivals and things like that, because I hope to be able to film at those too. So yeah, so I'm gonna go wait for my bus, and then I will catch up with you guys when I get to Hobby Lobby. But we have a below zero wind chill here in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul today, because I live in St. Paul, Minnesota. So We have below zero wind chill today, and it's only a high of 16 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold. So, yeah. So, sorry about that. I accidentally bumped the button to turn it off. I also have my knitting with me today, because I knit when I'm on the bus, my painting honeycomb sweater. I just started the ribbing on the hem this morning, so I'm almost done with the body, and I'll move on to the sleeves. So, yeah. So I got about 30 rounds of ribbing left to do, and then I will fold the collar in half, or the hem in half because it's double thick, and then yeah. So that's what I'm going to be working on the bus today. Yeah, anyways, I am at the bus stop. There's the sign, bus stop. So, yeah. So I will catch up with you guys again when I get to Hobby Lobby. But until then, I'm going to try to stay warm. I might put my gloves on. Also have to get my bus card out before the bus shows up. Yeah, so I'll see you when I get to Hobby Lobby. Okay, I don't know if I told you guys about the pattern I want to do with that skein yarn. It is the Eyelet Burst Shawl by Stephen West. It just came out yesterday. He posted pictures on Instagram on Wednesday. So today is Friday, St. Patrick's Day. So yeah. And yeah, so that is what I'm going to do with it. I'll put a picture on the screen of the pattern. But yeah, it's a 4 skein fade. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you when I get to Hobby Lobby.
Stop requested.
Okay, so I am just crossing the street now, and I'm almost to Hobby Lobby. I just got off the bus. So, yeah, I'm in Roseville. This is the Hobby Lobby in Roseville, Minnesota. Yeah, so I'm almost there. From where I'm standing, you can't see this door because there's a Sierra in the way, but see, I'll spin you around real quick. See the sign there says, at the top there, Hobby Lobby. So, it says Hobby Lobby at the top of the sign there. So, yeah. So, just about there. So, I will come back when I am at the store. I don't know how well you can see the sign, but we are at Hobby Lobby. So, yeah, we're at Hobby Lobby now. So, I'm going to go inside and show you the yarn section and all the clearance deals they might potentially have. So, I'll see you at the yarn section. Okay, so we're heading towards the yarn now. So, the yarn is just up here. So we'll see what kind of deals they might have. Okay, so Craft Your Secret cotton, $2.29. Probably not going to show off every yarn they have, but I don't know if they have the clearance deals here at my Hobby Lobby or not, but I know that some people have shown that they did at their Hobby Lobbies. So, and that they were marking some stuff down, but I don't know if they do at this Hobby Lobby. But yeah, there's someone over in the other aisle right now, so I'll show you that in a minute. But here is the hand-dyed ones. It looks like they do have the wabi-sabi stain I wanted. Here it is. So I'm gonna pick which one I want. Otherwise I've got a bunch more yarn bee. Yeah, so all right, so that was my trip to Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna go check out now, and I will be back with you guys when I'm at Joann. All right, the yarn was full price, but I bought it anyways. So now I am here at Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna show you the yarns here real quick, because they might have some good stuff. So I'll try to see what they might have. I don't know for sure if they're gonna have any, but I'm here just to look real quick, see what they might have. Okay, here we go, I'll spin you around. Okay, so they just have a little bit of the Just Chenille, so that's all they have. Nothing really fancy. So yeah, Dollar Tree wasn't that exciting. Because they just had the Just Chenille. They only had a red and a pink, so I didn't stay in there very long. So yeah, that's all they had. So I'm gonna go meet my friend at the mall, and later when we go to Joann's, I'll be back to show you the new hand-dyed yarns at Joann's that I'm excited to see. And I'm sorry if this video isn't very good quality, but this is my first attempt at filming a yarn shopping video, and I'll probably improve my skills as I go along. So yeah, so I will see you guys once I get to Joann's, which will be a couple hours yet, I think, because I'm going to the mall first across the street to hang with my friend, and he kindly agreed to go to Joann's with me. Even though knitting and crochet isn't really his thing, or arts and crafts isn't really. So I'm very glad for that. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go to the mall now, and then I will be back to show you the stuff at Joann when I get there. Okay, we're at Joann, so I'll see you inside at the yarn section. Okay, we're at the yarn section, and here is the new hand-dyed yarn. There's the whole display. Here's some of the wool ones I was looking at, and some of the other cotton ones. Oh man, these are so beautiful. Then they've got all their other yarns here. A little thing with some Burnett blanket, needles and notions, yarn clearance, Simply Soft Ogos are on clearance here at Joann's, so better come get them quick while you still can. What's this color called? Almond Orchid. That's really pretty. I'm not gonna buy it though. Paved the way. The Ogo Colorama. That's sad that that's on clearance. I bought some of that to make a sweater. I can talk about that later. And then they've got 1 pound, Karen 1 pound, Burnett Blanket Brights, Burnett Symphony, Karen 1 pound, Lion Brand Respun, Lion Brand Woolies, Burnett Velvet, some of the Burnett Blanket Ogos. Here's the Mandala Ombre, and some Lion Brand Homespun, some Red Heart Ogos. I like the new Ogo packaging much better than the old packaging. It's less bulky. The this is Lion Brand Pima cotton. Thought that was the K&C cotton for a second there, but they've got some Big Twist Classic, Karen Simply Soft, some crochet thread, some more Red Heart Super Savers. Oh man. Comment down below what you think I should make out of this Red Heart Super Saver Fruity Stripe. I've been wanting to make something out of this for a long time and I can't figure out what. I'm not getting it today, but it's my favorite Red Heart stripes. I might do a sweater, but I haven't decided yet. Burnett Velux, or Lion Brand Velux Jumbo. Never actually touched this in person. It's kind of weird. I like big yarn from Lion Brand. Let's see. Here's some more Clarence yarns. K&C Cozy. And they've got Lion Brand True Blue. There's a bin full of random yarns here. There's some more Loop It yarn. The Graphite, Blanket Easy Graphite. Lion Brand Spectacular. But yeah. Here is the K&C cotton. This is really beautiful. Love that. Burnett Forever Fleece. It is really nice. I've never touched this yarn in person before. It's really big ones. They're of the blanket yarn. Lion Brand Jiffy, Big Twist Cotton. Here's one of their new yarns. They've got Big Twist Vista. I think this is a 1-weight. And then their other new one, this is Big Twist Panoramic. I believe this is a 2-weight. But yeah, there's the hand-dyed ones. So that about wraps it up for yarn at Joann's. And me and my friend just decided we're going to go to the other mall, and that's where Michael's is. So I'll see you at Michael's. That's kind of a little bit of bonus content. And there's a big yarn display in front of the store with a bunch of Burnett blankets and Lion Brand cover story and Mandala bonus bundle from Lion Brand. And one more little thing of Burnett blanket over here. Okay, so I am at Michael's, and let's go look at the yarn. Alright, so here's some of the yarns at Michael's. I already filmed this, but my video didn't save for whatever reason, so I have to refilm it all. But here's the Loops and Threads Wool. I like this yarn. 678 yards of a fingering. Echo Cozy. They've got some other good yarns here. Red Heart Super Saver, Karen Jumbo, some really cool yarns here. Let's see, what is this one? This is rock and roll. This is Karen Cakes and Rainbow Sprinkles. Lion Brand Skein Tones. They've got Loops and Threads Twisted. And all yarn is currently 30% off at Michael's. Got a bunch of cottons and blanket yarns down this aisle, and some more Loops and Lion Brand woolies, Lion Brand, and some more Loops and Threads, Patton's Croy socks. Yeah, so not my best job of showing you the yarns, but my first attempt. So Burnett Blanket Fig, Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cakes. Again, all yarn is 30% off right now. But this is the Karen Blossom Cakes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back home now. And so yeah, I didn't get any footage of my bus ride home. But I did leave from the mall instead of where I got off the bus. Because there were still 2 more stops before the mall. Because there was a stop closer to Joann's, and then then the final stop is at the Rosedale Mall Transit Center. But yeah, I got off in front of Hobby Lobby because that was, of course, the stop I needed to get off at. And then, sorry, one of my pieces of knitwear is in front of me, and I'm picking a piece of hair off of it. Sorry about that. So, yeah, there's another one. Yeah. Okay, so the bus stop where Hobby Lobby is, there's a mall entrance through Macy's, so I was able to enter the mall through Macy's to go meet my friend. Just that it wasn't by the transit center, but yeah, so that all worked out. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and as you saw, I didn't get anything at the other 3 stores, but again, Dollar Tree and Michael's were kind of just bonus content. And really, to be honest, Joann's kind of sort of was bonus as well, just because Hobby Lobby was really where I needed to go, so yeah. So yeah. So this skein was not on sale. It was full price, unfortunately. And I still obsessively bought it because I'm like, I'm here, I might as well just get it. And Hobby Lobby does, from time to time, discontinue their hand-dyed ones and come out with new ones. And so I was like, well, by the time I'm back here, it might be discontinued. I don't want that. It's not a 30% off week, but I don't want to make a special trip here when I'm already in Roseville to just go to Hobby Lobby. So anyways, I paid $15.99. Also, if you don't live in Minnesota, then you wouldn't know this, but Minnesota doesn't have tax on yarn because yarn can be used to make clothing, and so therefore there's no tax on clothing in Minnesota, so they don't tax yarn because it can be used to make clothing. Yeah, I asked when I was at Stephen B. why yarn doesn't have tax in Minnesota, and they answered that. Because I know when I go to yarn stores in Wisconsin, when I'm visiting my grandparents, they do have tax on yarn in Wisconsin, and so I get charged tax when I'm there. But yeah, so that's one of the perks of living in Minnesota and being a knitter. No tax on yarn. And the big box stores don't always honor that, and I was kind of surprised to see the Hobby Lobby did honor that. So you can see here that they clearly did. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so that is what I paid, $15.99. That's what it says on the label here. But yes, this is the Yarnby Authentic Hand Dyed in the colorway Wabi Sabi. It's so beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh. I think my eyelet burst shawl is going to look beautiful. I did put up a picture earlier in the video of me, or of, bleh. Let me try again. I did put up a picture earlier in the video of the shawl of Steven modeling his version. And actually Steven has 2 samples and that's just one of the 2. The other one's in another color combo, but I showed the blue one. Anyway, so this is going to be one of my skeins, and then when I go to the yarn shop, I will try to pick my other 3 based off this one. But yeah, so it is 100% superwash merino, 400 yards. It's a fingering weight or a number 1 weight. It's got blue, gray, and green. And this reminds me a lot of my favorite colorway of Premier Yarn Sweet Roll, which is sadly discontinued. Sweet Rolls isn't discontinued, the colorway is. It's called Wasabi Pop. And I had a cake of it, and I foolishly made a beret out of it, and then sold it. And I wish I would have made something for myself out of it, but oh well. But yeah, Wasabi Pop is a discontinued color, but yeah, Premier still makes Sweet Rolls. I know the way I worded it made it sound like they didn't, but yeah, Premier still makes the Sweet Roll. Just that Wasabi Pop's discontinued, but when I saw Wabi Sabi on Hobby Lobby's website, I'm like, ooh, that reminds me of that, and that was my favorite one that Premier did, so I knew I had to get it. But there's not a lot of variegated patterns Stephen West comes out with, and I knit a lot of Stephen West things. I just did the math yesterday. I currently have 13 Westnitz whips and 28 Westnitz FOs. So 28 Westnitz finished objects and currently knitting 13 Stephen West projects. So yeah, when I have all those done, then I'll have 41 Westnitz projects. So yeah, so that's kind of a lot to think that I've knit 28 of his patterns already and that I'm working on 13 more. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, I did the math yesterday because I was curious. And so when he comes out with a new fade, then I can get a variegated skein I've been wanting, and then I put together a fade based off of it. And so yeah, I've been wanting this one for a little while, so I went and got it as soon as that new fade pattern came out. Now this is 400 yards, so I did have to wait till the pattern came out so I could confirm that I had enough, because 400 is on the smaller amount of yardage for a 100 gram skein. So I had to make sure I had enough, and indeed I did. So yeah, so I'll pick 3 other ones to go with it, but that's what I got at Hobby Lobby. But yeah, so I hope this video was good enough for my first attempt at filming in a yarn store. I was also trying not to film other people in the store, and yeah, so but anyways, so yeah, that is what I got. Hopefully I accurately showed you at least some of the yarns. I was kind of frantically running around because it's my first attempt at filming, and I wanted to capture everything without filming other people. So yeah. So anyways, I'm Andrew. Thank you for checking in here at the Neon Knitter, and I will see you in the next video.